So I think manufacturing data is kind of in a poor state in general across all vertical. We see the factory floor is often kind of broken into two major areas. So a process area. So the process area would consist of, equipment that makes dough, adds chocolate chips, puts cookies onto a tray and then bakes them. And then the packaging area would take the cookies, put them in a tray, put them in a wrapper, seal them, verify the package, and get that off to, Target or Walmart or whomever is buying the products. So each of those process and packaging areas will have time series data, things like if you look at the process side, temperatures, humidities, pressures, agitator speeds, things like that. On the packaging side, you have a lot more discrete data, how many cookies I'm putting in a package, how efficient my machine is running. And you'll also have kind of excursion type event data. So when something has gone wrong, you'll have discrete events that are tying into that. And that's kind of on the factory floor. But then on top of that, you've got really like your business data. So what product are you making? Who is the end customer? How big is the batch like that? And then you've got that kind of the third level, which is really the consumer level data. So how fast am I selling these cookies? Who's buying them? What does my customer look like? So where do you get started with AI? Because some of this equipment isn't networkable. So you'll have usually what runs factory floor equipment is something called a programmable logic controller or a PLC. And so it's difficult to get information from those. So some companies will take like an IoT approach by putting sensors not necessarily directly connected to those control systems and putting them into the cloud and doing something with it. But it's still not then tied into the whole, again, data warehouse infrastructure. And I think the other issue is like from a security point of view, a lot of these older systems also have, software requirements that I can't run on anything past Windows 7. And so now how do you connect that to your network in a secure way and get the information you need off of it? If you look at like what we'll call like IoT sensors that will connect directly to like a cloud platform, a temperature sensor might cost you $100 and it might be another, $10 a year in SaaS costs to get data from that. So those types of camera solutions don't often make sense. But we see this use case a lot, and that's a really well-defined case is predictive maintenance for motors. And predicting failures for motors based on temperature and vibration is a really well-defined machine learning case.